Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. The format has changed, things are looking different, and the location has changed. I am, actually, before I say, I think a lot of you are going to recognise this. Recognise that, don't you? Yeah. We back home. And I got it yesterday. And it's a case now of having to properly go through what has happened at Chelsea Football Club. Because yesterday I gave you guys the match review very, very early on. And at a stupid hour, it was 5:30 in the morning for me in Dubai, which would have been 2:30 a.m. here in the UK. And now that I'm back, I was like, you know what? There's no news. Yesterday there was no news. So we've had a look and see what has kicked off today, what is going on, and we've got massive stuff about Conor Gallagher. So we're going to go through it. Now, the format is having to change on this because my setup is no longer here. It used to be here, where I jump on the desktop. I've got two screens. I'm clicking and whatnot, and I can put anything where I want. Whereas now, I'm going to do it like this. And I've got all the news literally on my phone right here in front of me, and I'll be able to go bit by bit and show you exactly what's going on and talk about it. So we're going to go like this. And you guys are just going to have to, watch me read things that have gone down. Now, today, massive Conor Gallagher stuff. Kicking off left, right and centre. Briefings galore, right? Briefings everywhere. And I think it's only right to actually give you guys, I think, a balanced view on this one. Because as much as I believe that Chelsea want Conor Gallagher sold and they want him gone for the profit, I don't believe some of the things that we've read today. Right? And we'll go through it. There's some Conor Gallagher news as well as that. There is some sponsorship news, which is interesting, but it's mainly Conor Gallagher. So let's go through it, right? I'm going to try and do this as best as I can. So earlier on, hours ago, there was news coming out of Sky Sports saying that Conor Gallagher still believed that he would be open. Well, Conor Gallagher believed to be open to discussing a new long-term contract at Chelsea. On top of that, we had Nizar Kinsella coming out and saying Conor Gallagher believes he could force his way into the Chelsea team. Now, I think he would believe that, right? But I don't think he's stupid either, because the opportunity he has elsewhere is screaming. It's absolutely screaming. Atletico Madrid, Champions League football, all good to go. Simeone, he's got his place in the team. The style of football he'd be playing there suits him to a T. Whereas at Chelsea, there could easily be influence at the top, And the options that Chelsea have in midfield doesn't mean that it's a necessity for Conor Gallagher to play, which is why I think the cards are stacked against him. But stacked against him in terms of what his playing time could look like. Overall, in terms of this whole saga, Conor Gallagher holds the power to decide what he wants to do with his future. He holds the power. He could easily just go, I'm not going anywhere. Even if you're going to bench me and I won't play, I'm not going anywhere. And I'll leave for free. He could, if he really wanted to do that, he could. But I don't think he will do that, knowing that he's not going to get minutes, or he's unlikely to get minutes. Now, I saw one thing here. Nizar went on to say that Conor Gallagher loves the club and believes he could survive under Enzo Maresca. This is why I said, look, there's loads of briefings today, because we're getting conflicting information. Alex Crook of Talk Sport came out and said that Chelsea have banished Conor Gallagher from the first team squad. And Chelsea have informed Gallagher he will not be training with the first team when the squad returns from the USA. Sky Sports then come out and said that Conor Gallagher has been told by Chelsea that he will be a squad player under the new style of play. So what is it? It can't be both. It's either TalkSport alright or Sky Sports alright. I don't believe that TalkSport and The Sun, because The Sun have said the same thing. If I try and go all the way, The Sun also said, if I can find it, that he's been banished. And I don't think that's the case. I would understand if Conor Gallagher's been told that he's got a squad role. And you know what? I've got to be honest. For me, Conor Gallagher is perfect as a squad player. Right? To have in the squad, I think you need a profile like Gallagher in the squad. I think that works. But for him, I don't think that suits him. And the option he has on the table from Atletico Madrid is much better than just being a squad player at Chelsea. The opportunity he actually has is crucial here. If this opportunity from Atletico wasn't on the table, then at that point, I could easily say that, you know what, yeah, Conor Gallagher, you've got to consider your options at Chelsea and see what you can do here. But the opportunity he has from elsewhere, I think, is greater than what he's going to be getting at Chelsea. Like I said, I'd take him as a squad player. I think he'd be brilliant as a squad player. You know, and it would provide the balance that you need, because there's going to be some games in the season where you need to have a Conor Gallagher in there. That profile, that disruptor, that physicality, that is a nuisance. He can be a nuisance. There are going to be games in the Premier League and in the season where you need that. So I believe it wouldn't be past the realm of possibility if Conor Gallagher has been told that he'd be a squad player under Enzo Maresca. I wouldn't be shocked, right? But to say that he's been banished from the first team, I do want to make this clear. If that's true, that's a disgrace from Chelsea Football Club. Again. And you know what's crazy? It's not impossible. Because it's just happened with Chalobah. Right? He didn't get taken on pre-season tour. He's stuck with the dev squad. The development squad. And he's captaining he's captaining the development squad. Just so he can keep getting some minutes and to stay fit. It's not good to treat players like that, and Conor Gallagher, who has been a captain under Pochettino as well, to just treat him like that would be a disgrace. I don't see enough substance so far, though, to tell me that's what's happening. I don't. And, yeah. Overall, that's where I think it stands. Sky then went on to say, Atletico Madrid, have given Conor Gallagher until the end of the weekend to decide if he wants to move there. Right? Now, this is where we get to Ben Jacobs, Fabrizio Romano and all that. Ben Jacobs has put that Chelsea have told Conor Gallagher that he will only be a squad player if he stays at the club. So there you are. It's also why Chelsea only offered Gallagher a 2+1 contract, which was rejected on Wednesday and in June. And I agree with Gallagher here. I wouldn't want to sign a contract that small. If the deal is 4 years or some 3-4 years and it's straight without a +1, you could consider, right? Because then he'd have a long contract and he'd be able to try and convince a manager to play within the next 3 or 4 years. But to get a 2-year deal with a +1, and the chances are that you're not going to be playing regularly, your value's going to drop. And you're probably not going to be wanted by top clubs. Which is why, look, the Atletico Madrid option is on the table here. Absolutely good thing to reject this offer that he's been given. Absolutely. So that's that. There's concerns that Enzo Maresca's high possession system might not suit Gallagher, and I do agree with that to an extent. Chelsea believe it would be a mistake in football and financial terms to offer Gallagher a longer term contract, and doing so could also jeopardise his England chances for the 26 World Cup. And Atletico Madrid's offer still remains on the table. So there's that. Fabrizio then went on and put decision time for Conor Gallagher as Atletico are waiting, while his career at Chelsea looks to be almost over. Chelsea offered Gallagher a 2+1 deal, not longer deal as they are concerned that in a high possession system under Maresca he'd only be a squad player. All this come out at the same time, so it's no surprise. So yeah, would he fit Maresca's system? Would he fit in terms of getting regular playing time? I don't think he will. Liam Toomey, Athletic, went and put Chelsea made a pitch to Gallagher that if he signed a deal and continued to improve and become a starter, he could quickly put himself in a strong position to return to the negotiation table and secure a longer contract in his higher salary range. But now you're talking to someone like that, right? You're saying that sort of thing to someone who was playing every single minute last season and was captain. For me, this is a situation where I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, you know what? No one is technically wrong. No one's wrong. Conor Gallagher isn't wrong. Chelsea, with the options in midfield that they have, with Maresca and his way of playing, technically I'm not wrong either. And I'm someone here that will absolutely advocate to give a deal to Conor Gallagher. As I said, I'd keep him. I think that there's a profile there that's needed, right? But the circumstances of the squad right now, the options we have in midfield, the way that it's looking with Maresca, I can understand why Chelsea have offered something short. And I can also understand why Conor Gallagher is going, no, I'm one of the top guys here, give me what I deserve. Whilst he's got Atletico waiting for him. And this is where I look. I believe Conor Gallagher's gone. I think he's gone. I think he'll make his decision. I think he'll go to Atletico. Apparently, a deal has already been agreed between the clubs. That's no hesitation there, and I'm not surprised there. So that's that. So let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you think. I think this weekend, towards the end of this weekend, we come to a conclusion on the whole Conor Gallagher thing, and maybe beginning of next week, because the clubs have already agreed a deal here, and it's looking like it'll probably be about 35 million or something like that, 40 million, somewhere around there. So we'll wait and see. Let me know your thoughts on that one as we move to the latest on the sponsorship situation. And yeah, this is at face value, you'd think it's not good, right? But actually, I'm alright with it. Let's get into it. Lucas Spajek, the marketing football guy on Twitter, right? I've quoted him before. Came out and said that Chelsea are in advanced talks with a leading tyre manufacturer from China, and the type of sponsorship deal has not been confirmed. Suspicions may point in particular to the two of the many operating Chinese tyre manufacturers. That's the Ceylon Group and Linglong Group. I'll be honest, I've never heard of them. But 1 hour ago, we got the latest from Lucas saying that it seems like this is not necessarily to do with the new front of shirt sponsor. He went and said a Chinese tyre manufacturer may become Chelsea's new sponsor. There is no confirmation as to what type of sponsorship assets the brand will acquire. I assume that the Chinese manufacturer will not be a new front of the shirt sponsor. According to reports, the company was exploring the possibility of sponsoring FC Barcelona and Arsenal even before the Gunners signed the contract with ZC Rubber. So they've got a tyre manufacturer as well then, I'm guessing, right? Anyway, we've not had one since Yokohama. But look, sponsorships I've got no problem with, right? Depending who it is or whatever, I don't care. Except for the front of shirt sponsor. That's the one that I'm bothered about, and that's the one that has to look good, and it's the one that has to also give a sponsorship that's worth having. Right now, Chelsea need to be serious and realise we're not a Champions League team. We're demanding 50 million a year? We're not going to get that. We're not a Champions League team. We're not even a Europa League team. We've got to be realistic here. Get a sponsor. And look, Infinite Athlete are already paying 40. And it looks like they're not going to be on the front of the shirt. Unless if we are absolutely desperate. Which again, should we really be in a position where we're desperate for a second year in a row? For me, that's just bad business. For me, that's just bad work. Overall, that's just not good enough. I'm sorry. For the standards of where Chelsea should be, that is just not acceptable. Right? I also stress why this is imperative that we get Champions League football, because the deals do become easier. If you get Champions League football, you get everyone waiting at your door, right? So that's that. But to have that much time and not to be able to put something in place doesn't look good. For a second year in a row, what are we doing? So who's going to be on the front of the shirt? God knows. God knows. I ain't got a flipping clue. But we will wait and see. Apart from that, nothing else has really happened. Nothing else. Mark Gurhey could be on his way to Newcastle, so that's one thing. Apart from that, nothing else. So, what I'm going to do is keep my eye on what's going on. I will keep you guys posted with videos just like this, so make sure you guys are here. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, notification bell on. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. I will be uploading daily, except for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be away. I've got a birthday that's going on and whatnot. Not mine, even though it's coming up, but not mine. But yeah, I'm going to be away. There's not going to be an immediate review after Chelsea-Manchester City tomorrow either, because I'm not going to be able to do it. It's going to be impossible. The logistics are just not going to be in place. I will be giving you guys videos on Sunday, so make sure you guys are here on Sunday. I will give you my thoughts on Chelsea-Man City, because I will be able to watch the game. I can just not do a review straight after. So I'll give you my thoughts on Chelsea City, and hopefully we see a good performance. And if there's any news as well, then I'll make sure to cover that as well, and then we go from there onwards, where I'll be giving you daily videos. So make sure you guys are here, hit the subscribe button, notification bell on, much appreciated, and I will catch all of you on the next one. So thank you all so much. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see all of you soon. Welcome back to beautiful London, eh? Nice one. In a bit. Take care and peace.